Okay, that's enough of that. Hi, chat. How's it going? I remember to post that I'm streaming every time, and anyone who says otherwise is a liar, clearly. But, yes, it's time for game. You can probably hear it already, because I forgot to mute it. Really prepared today. Really professional. Yeah, I guess we'll just switch over. Hello, chat. Seems like we're missing a couple people. Yeah, I mean, more people will probably show up eventually. Unless there's something going on today where everyone is. Everyone's at a party without us. Just everyone. I know they probably live in different countries, but I feel left out. Oh yeah, so I also got a new cape. So maybe I should put that on. We got this. Actually, I kind of like this strip. There's also this. I have a few capes. This one's probably the oldest. But you know what? Why don't we use this one? Why do I have Elytra? There we go. Yeah, that's spooky. Gotta be on theme. So, we don't actually have that much more time to do this build. Because once Halloween happens, then I die. Unfortunately. I'll be banished back to the underworld. And the normal archer will be back. And that's a problem. Currently, the normal version of me is imprisoned for the month. So, we'll just have to make do with just me for now. How many greens did you eat? So many. You understand? So many. Chat's not showing on screen? Okay, we'll fix that. There we go. Should be up. I don't know why it does that sometimes. It's genuinely, I cannot figure out a pattern to when it does that. It's just random as far as I can tell. So that's cool. Alright, so today we are going to be working on the Bayou build. We're actually not progressing on this as fast as I thought, which is fine. You know what? Here's the thing. If this spills over to after Halloween, then I think we just finish it anyway. Because it's a cool build. I like it. It's been fun to work on. And I just, I don't want to leave it incomplete. So I think that is the optimal choice. Yeah, we're currently working on our kind of swampy bayou setup. Also, I've noticed I've been muting a lot already this stream. Let's see, where are you gonna be for Halloween? See, normally I wouldn't have any reason to dress up for anything for Halloween because obviously I'm much too old to be going trick-or-treating nowadays. And I don't have kids to go with. But what I do have is a Halloween party that I do with some friends every year. So I actually am going to be doing costume. Me and some friends were joking about that for some reason I instantly grow like the stereotypical like devil mustache and beard, the Van Dyke. So yeah, that's what I'm being. I'm putting on some horns and a tail and a suit with a red tie. getting people to sign my evil contracts, and I have facial hair for once. I unfortunately can grow it really fast, I just don't think it looks good. So I'm actually quite excited to get rid of it. So one thing we have now is we have all of our new blocks, all of our shelves and copper golems, and we're probably not going to use any of that, so let's just move on. What do we need to do next? What's the next thing? I hadn't really considered what we're actually going to be working on first. I'm kind of thinking... I mean, there's definitely a lot of cliff to do, so we need to do a little cliff today. We could start it off with a little bit of cliff work. Why don't we do a little bit of that first? Get these in proper order. There we are. Maybe just like a few shadows along here. Not as much. Let's see. Imagine a really big tree growing off the side of that cliff. Oh, that would look nice. Let's see. If you don't finish it all before All Hallows Eve, this is a formal request to give chat a friend. Chat doesn't get friends. What are you talking about? This is missing a nuclear bomb in the sky. You know, I feel like I heard a similar suggestion on the previous build as well. Maybe I'll blow it up. Just as a, you know, performance art piece about the impermanence of perfection. That could be pretty good. I think those are good for shadows. We can kind of start to outline some of these in tough. Kind of getting our shape going. I don't socialize often. Who does? Actually, I do quite a bit, now that I think about it. I actually spent like all day socializing. I love socializing, if you can't tell, just from just general vibes. I feel like being a, just like doing a lot of streaming online usually suggests one of two personalities. Very introverted, who doesn't want to talk to anyone offline, and only likes to do it through the internet. Or there's me, who just, it's another opportunity to socialize. One thing that's nice is hopefully I won't be coughing as much. I had mentioned this last stream. I'm hopefully finally taking some stuff that's gonna fix that chronic cough I've had. I say chronic. I would say lingering. It's been there for so long. So the issue is now it's causing me a different kind of cough, and I haven't really noticed until recently. So I honestly think it's just kind of finally clearing out. But that also means I'm coughing a bunch again, which is not optimal. But it's a different kind of cough. I can't explain it, but it's different. So hopes are high that it won't be lingering like the other one. See, autocorrect sucks. I really like autocorrect. Never say it. Mods, from now on, if anyone says anything bad about autocorrect, time them out. I have strong opinions on this, and you'll find out why someday. For now, I'm going to keep it cryptic. What? Why? I can't explain. Disco understands. Disco would understand. See, there's going to be a lot of jokes and coded messages that are eventually going to become understandable soon. There's a lot of times on stream in the last month, or actually probably 3 months or more, that I've said coded things on stream to people in chat and no one else has picked up on it. Because sometimes I just want to be able to communicate things like that secretly. I licked my computer because of autocorrect. You can't blame that on autocorrect. Or are you thanking autocorrect? Was it good? Delicious computer. Yeah, that's some good autocorrecting right there. This is my new strategy for engagement farming. Just randomly generate autocorrect messages. I actually do have a new strategy for engagement farming because as much as it's nice to have, you know, everyone who's here, don't you want new friends in chat? And I may have figured out a way to drag in some fresh meat to get torn apart by the moderators. Um, I've been thinking of doing a new. You know, it's funny. I was just telling someone today. I'm not going to promise anything yet until I'm confident on this. And now I'm about to make the exact mistake I just said I wasn't going to do. But whatever. I'm committing to it. I was thinking, you know, it would be fun for the next 100 days in real life to do one tiny 30-minute build that's like a chunk in size. That's it. Just a chunk. But every day for 100 days. I think that actually could be really fun. And then have like each one be a little YouTube short. And then I eventually combine them all into one. Like not one build, but like one big video on it. I think that could be fun, and it might be a fun way to bring in some new people as well. You guys can have friends. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna auto-generate sense without correct buddy. Get over here. You know what? That's actually one of the better autocorrect responses I've seen. Usually they're so much less intelligible. Yo. Why did I say yo? I thought that said yo boss. So I'm like, yo. And that's not what that says. Yes, I think that is one of Top Hat's goons. It's part of the Top Hat clan. 100 days of building a singularity bomb. Yeah, would that be an interesting series? Because I feel like it would bring in a lot of new people. I've seen people do series like that, and it helps their channel out a lot. I'm actually curious what you guys think. As people who are already here and don't need to be dragged kicking and screaming into the stream chat. Because you already have been. That'd be a fun series. It would probably just be on YouTube Shorts. I don't really like YouTube Shorts, but I think that's one thing. Like a little 30-minute build every day could be just a fun thing to put on there. Wet Rat reacts to submerged superstructure backup generator. I think it's just a wet racket. Doing some tennis later underwater. More of a badminton person myself. I'm not particularly good at either. You know, I have preferences. Singularity bomb with a nuclear bomb. Who knows, maybe that'll be one of the little mini builds. You know what? Actually, that could be such a fun way of doing it. Wait, what if I just made it so it's like chat suggestions for every single build is suggested by chat? That would actually be really cool. Now that's a way to draw in new people. That's how you get the engagement farming. Helipocter. Maybe I already did that. Like, I could try another one. I'm not very good at it. What if you build a subway? So really, we just want to go back to the city build. Is what I'm hearing. I actually have been building some new city buildings off camera, and I can't show them because I've been told I shouldn't because they are not for my use. But they will be very cool when they are used for something that I can't talk about. This isn't even one of my projects. Someone just asked me, "Hey, can you help out with this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." So I've been working on something. Sorry, did I just see? As you can see, autocorrect sucks. How dare you? To the gallows. To the gallows for 60 seconds. Because I'm not going to time someone out for very long for that. As funny as it would be to do longer for the bit, no, 60 seconds. I might need to explain to the moderators why this is. I think they'd probably find it funny. We'll have to get him to swear an oath of secrecy. Actually, Apples might be the only moderator who doesn't know, actually, now that I think about it. I think the other... Sorry, what did I just hear? Sorry, did I see I also like autocorrect? Or dislike autocorrect? Now you don't get to know the secret. That's how it works. You don't get to know. You're not a true believer. That's how it goes. Yeah, see, I'm the evil one today. Let's see, might I ask what you think about supercuts? What is that? Is that editing software? Because I've only ever used like CapCut, and I've been trying to learn DaVinci Resolve. I feel like I've heard that before. Am I crazy? Oh wait, is it? I just saw... Wait, I just realized what it is. Double check. Oh. Am I thinking of the right thing? I don't even know anymore. Oh. 20 hours of footage edited into 4. So that's like essentially what I did with the Elden Ring video. Also, I have no clue what I was thinking of. I cannot find anything of what in the world I was talking about. I thought I knew something. Man, I really thought I knew something for a sec, and then it was ripped away from me. I think honestly, it's really cool to change long form content into short form because then more people get to see it. Not completely short form, like not everything works that way. But like for like the Elden Ring streams, I'm not expecting everyone to watch 25 hours of me trying to kill things with a shield. But it did make a really good 1 hour video, and I still don't think I've ever one-upped it. I'm gonna be honest, that video underperformed so bad, and it kind of sucked, but I really enjoyed making it. I'd love to make another at some point. Someday. Someday I'll make a sequel. Even though it didn't perform well and will actually probably hurt my channel in the long run. It's not about that, it's about the principle. I'm actually now curious, has anyone in chat seen that video? Because I think it's before most people who currently chat on this channel were here. So I genuinely don't think most people here have seen it, if anyone. This mountain is lacking a frog temple. We are going to build some kind of altar inside. Maybe it is to a frog. Why not? We can get a little sillier with this one than the city. The city was a little bit of a more serious tone. This one, this one's a little spookier, lighter. Clanker engaged shutdown? What are you talking about? Anyway, I'm going to restart my processor now because of what you've done. How dare you discover I'm a robot? Dislike clankers? Don't say those. That's our word. That's my word. I can say it because I am one. There is a chance my channel gets significantly rebranded to the point where that might be a thing people call me. And that's not because I'm going to use AI. No, I'm going to replace AI with me. I'm going to be the new AI. Those tech bros won't see it coming. Yeah, but I've been playing around with that like face cam idea where it's very like pixelated and kind of looks like almost like the Baron Zemo thing from Captain America Civil War is I guess the best way I could describe it. So that might eventually be on the stream. In fact, let me make sure my webcam's off. Okay, it is blocked before I hit this button. Let me just block with my hand too. If you look at that, technically yes, my webcam is on right now in that corner without the filter. There's just a cap on it. And honestly, it's kind of horrifying. I very much value my privacy, but there might eventually be a version of me down there that looks very retro computery. That's actually why all the stream assets are what they are. Because I was setting up to use that system, which I pretty much just like made out of a bunch of filters I found. Like I haven't seen anyone else doing that idea. Okay, so I might have spent the last week editing the entire Survivor campaign to fit into 4 hours. That's awesome. That's super cool. I despise editing. I can't edit for some reason. I just can't do it. We all saw your face. You're gonna freak me out. Don't say this to me. Especially now. This is like the last time I want people to see my face. When I have like this weird looking mustache and beard. It's awful. I look probably the least handsome I have in a long time. I regard myself as a good looking person. Not right now. I can't wait to get rid of this. Oh yeah, it is just using everyone's at. I don't know why. Is there a way I can fix that? Because it'd be nice if you guys could just use your display names. Um, no. That's so strange. Odd. I don't know why it's doing that. It just be like that today, I guess. Felt like doing something a little different. There's a lot of horrific stuff you can make with Google Translate. It's wonderful. Google Translate is a wondrous tool. Chat, should I become a robot soon? I had a fun idea for like something that would lead up to it. Like practically like an event on multiple streams. Oh, has anyone noticed the creature, by the way, that's been on a couple streams? No one's commented about it. I am shocked. I would be stunned if no one noticed. It's been on like nearly every stream. Like for a while. This go not quite. There's been something lurking in the background for a while. I have to imagine people have seen it. I would be stunned if no one has. 7 undead archers iterator. That's a good iterator. I like that iterator. Is it Larry? It could be named that. Yeah, there's been a creature just lurking. I'm tempted to show it, but like maybe I'll keep it a secret because it was just for October that's been here. I'll reveal it if it goes long enough without anyone calling it out. But it's been in this stream multiple times already. I do have to like manually operate it, but yeah. So like I can't really game at the same time. I just do weird stuff sometimes. It's great. So like genuinely no one's noticed then. Because that is shocking. That is absolutely wild. I need some soggy bread. Okay, fine, you can have some. Cookies are a type of bread, I've decided. There you go. A different variety. Let's do a little bit of this. It's really coming along. Let's do a little bit of this. Over here. No, that it's going to the frogs. They deserve it. Oh yeah, I got a little sidetracked today. I was gonna do some other stuff and get some actual stuff I need to do done today. No, I played Peak with Frogmare and Moth Monarch for how many hours? A lot. That's all you need to know. A lot. So many hours. We decided to go achievement hunting. So that's what I get done. Should we make a live stream about throwing bread into different water sources? Yeah, I think that one would really get some clicks. I think you're on something. I think it would be really fun to find a way to do some like chat integrated stuff eventually. I don't know if we have quite enough people who are like frequent enough chatters to pull that kind of thing off, or exactly what it would be, but I think it would be so fun to do some like chat integrated stuff eventually. He's gaslighting us into believing the creature is real. No, I absolutely guarantee you there is a creature, and if no one has noticed, I am so surprised. I have a hard time believing that no one has noticed. Like, there's got to be one of them. There's got to be someone out there who saw it. If not, I don't know. Was the castle thing always there? Yeah, that actually was there before we started building the city. If you're looking in the background right now, it's not here. I don't think it's going to be back all stream. But it was here. It's been in pretty much every VOD for a long time. I think since October started. It's not that interesting. It's just like a dumb little bit. It's just something like slightly spooky I added to the backgrounds. That's it. I feel like I made a bigger deal about this. Was that orange pixel in the background? No, you found it. Found my creature, my fire creature that I keep down there. Actually, why is there fire down here? Let's see. Should I put the Survivor supercut in Discord once I finish making it in DaVinci Resolve? Oh yeah, absolutely. That'd be so cool. That's awesome. Initial one came out deep fried. I see. Creature spotted? What are you talking about? It's not here. Unless you mean the VOD. Maybe the creature was the friends we made along the way. You saw iron ore? Wait, there's iron ore? Where's the iron ore? Why is there more fire? Yeah, the fire did have a family. Let me make sure they don't miss them. There's iron ore below the mountain. I feel like everyone's just pointing out things I didn't know existed now. No, there's not. What are you talking about? I think you're just crazy. Request for Soulfire Brazier in memoriam to the Fire family. Maybe that's one of the 30-minute builds. So I do have a confession, and I've been trying to decide if this is dishonest or not. Saying one build per day for 100 days, right? Is it lying to do multiple in one sitting? Like, is that morally wrong? I've been going back and forth on that because, like, there's no way I can do it 100% of the days. It's just not gonna happen. I will need to take breaks. I will be busy some days. It just happens. And then, to what extent is it not? Is it lying? You know, like, at what point is it lying? Because I don't want to. I don't want to have it be like a thing where people are like, "Oh, we thought you were doing it this way." Like, I, I don't know. 100 builds in 100 days. Just upload one video one day, and it's technically in 100 days. Oh, the creature's here. I'm lurking, washing dishes. It's fair enough. I have my homunculus do that personally, but you know, I know not everyone can create one. It takes a lot of work. Disco, if you don't mind me asking, have you noticed the creature that's been in multiple streams? Because no one apparently has, and I thought everyone knew that there was just a creature hanging out. It's like not even a big thing, but like it's just funny to me that no one has noticed. Like how? I genuinely think if you just watch back any VOD for even a little bit amount of time, it will just be there. It's like so obvious. I mean, it's gonna be disappointing now, I think, because it's so low budget. Genuinely, I made it in 5 minutes. It's chat, of course. That's why I've been surprised that no one's noticed. I have seen it, yes. Okay, someone's seen it. Thank you. I'm glad someone has appreciated it at least. Hey, Moth. Hello. Long time no see. It's been so long since we talked. What are you building? We are currently working on the spooky bayou town. We don't have all of the lighting and stuff on to make it actually foggy right now, so it doesn't look quite as spooky as it will. But we're currently working on the hillsides up here. And talking about the creature. The chat devourer. Wait, that was actually such a good bit. Wait. Every time the chat devourer emerges unstopped, like no one confronts the chat devourer. It just eats chat and takes it away for a while. Wait, that would actually be kind of hype. Just a mini game built in. I'm doing that next stream. Next stream, if the chat devourer shows up and no one calls it out, I'm gonna have it eat chat. Need to change my YouTube ad. Yeah, I don't know why it's showing everyone's YouTube ads today instead of just normal things. Let's see. Man, America is getting so bad, even the mountains are hollow. This is how it is in, like, Louisiana. Actually, I don't think that's how it looks in Louisiana. It was going to be how it looked in Louisiana, but then I made the cliffs really high for an archway because it looked cool. It's all about just looking cool. But apples in Latin is mala? Mala balls? I'm sorry. I'm sorry for saying it possessed me. I couldn't avoid it. I'm sorry. The dark spirits, you don't understand. Genuinely though, I do think Halloween is one of the best holidays. It's just it's just completely fun focused. I don't know what that means, but I can assume it's probably a D's Nuts joke of some sort. It's so strange because on last night's stream, it was display names, and after it ended, I found someone else's stream. It was suddenly usernames. That's so weird. I wonder if like the system I'm using switched over. I don't know if everyone's using it, but I don't know how many people use this one. By the way, I very much recommend the one I use. The thing I've been using is Social Stream Ninja Chat. It's completely free. It's just a Chrome add-on, and it works across multiple things. All you have to do is just pop out your chat into its own window. Not sponsored, obviously, because it's a free add-on. They don't have money, but it is so handy. It's so good. I forget what I use to stream to multiple platforms because a lot of things make you have to like pay for that as well. I think I use a Chrome add-on for that. It's been a while. I'll get quote. Wait, what did I say? Wait, crap, did I say something awful? It's fine. I've said worse. There are 2 quotes in a quotes channel in a different server. I actually don't even think Disco's in that one. Because they were too vile to put on the Minecraft server that I said. That I will never repeat on stream. That are unbelievably vile and have permanently lowered my standards for what I should say out loud. Let's see. Oh wait, I can check what the quote is. I just saw the pop up in the quotes channel. Okay, yep, that makes sense. Yeah. But Mod, you gotta understand the evil spirit possessed me. It's not my fault. I said the mall of balls joke. See, you know where you are. You know what milk you jump in, and at last, how dare you talk bad about autocorrect? We love autocorrect here. Don't make me time you out again for 1 whole minute. Don't mute me again. Well, you better be really nice to autocorrect. Autocorrect is extremely important to me, and I can't explain why, but Disco knows. Autocorrect is awesome. Exactly. He understands. I love encoded discussions. It's great. I should probably stop talking about it until before someone actually figures out what in the world that means. It is funny how many times with different people I've had encoded discussions on here. Just fully live. There is something very fun about it. Disco's being held at gunpoint to say this? Yeah. So what? He's still saying it. Chekhov's gunpoint. I will show the gunpoint and then use it later. Oh yeah, how do you guys because honestly this is more of a question that really should be decided by chat, not me. I was suggesting that I might do that 100 builds in 100 days thing. Where each build is like one chunk and I spend 30 minutes on it. It becomes a YouTube short and it's just a chill little time lapse and yap for a bit. Nothing crazy. What would be the easiest way to throw out ideas for that? Do we like comments? Do we want like a Google form? Should it be a channel in the Discord server? All 3? All 3 would work. Actually, I don't know why I do Google form on top of that. Probably not that one. Maybe the other 2. But like, what is the optimal way to go about that? Because I think it would be really fun if all the different build suggestions were ones from chat or comments. Community post / Discord thread. Community post, I just worry we get lost so quickly. And also, inevitably, everyone's just going to comment on the short I upload. You know, for now, I'll just say if you have suggestions, throw them in the suggestions channel on Discord, and I'll try and put them down. I think realistically, I'm just gonna say comments or Discord, and then I'm just gonna try and scrape all of them together. Why have you sent? Okay, don't put links in chat. I don't know what that is, but don't put links in chat. Randomly generated link. Okay, don't put links in chat. That can actually be bad. We have to keep strict on that one in particular. Oh, so I don't know if I've said this on stream. I think I have. I have been playing a little game where I try and deliver a specific image to Ender, like the Ender Bomber, the one of the Discord mods, as many possible ways as I can. So I have been, I think I put this in the Discord server because I put it in the memes channel. Recently, one sec, let me see if I can find this. PO box him an image. Actually, very close to that is my next plan. I'm not going to fully explain it in case he happens to tune in, but I am going to be delivering him a physical version of this image. I found a way, and it's not even from me. I found a way to get someone else to give it to him. I've just been doing like everything to make this happen. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, I actually have the image up on this one. Yeah, it's this image. It's just the gourmand. It's just the gourmand image. No particular reason. I just started doing this, and I thought it'd be funny. I have started to pride myself on just the sheer diversity of methods to deliver this. There was the spectrogram image recently, which was pretty good. That was in the memes channel somewhere. Yeah, so I sent him an audio file that if you run it through a spectrogram, it comes up with the waveform being the image. And I have some even more deranged ones. During a D&D session at one point, I faked rolling a really good number and then said, oh my gosh, I gotta send you guys an image of this. And it was an image I had pre-made and edited. And I had my camera on, so I faked taking the picture of the dice next to me that I had just rolled. It didn't roll the same thing, obviously. And I had the gourmand image edited into it really tiny right over the number. Like, this is the kind of stuff I get up to when I have free time. It's not good. Send a gourmands.exe. Yeah, I should give him a computer virus. That's just the gourmand. I sent him a fake stream clip. I don't think I can show the actual chat because there's like, yeah, there's real names and scheduling stuff in there that I absolutely cannot show. Absolutely not. Let me see if I can pull up the clip. Yeah, so after a stream recently, I sent this. I said, you gotta check out this crazy stream clip, and it's just that. It's just Astroneer, but the gourmand appears. That's it. ASCII art already did. I'm one step ahead of you on that one. Let me pull up the here's what the spectrogram one looked like. This was an audio file. If you put it through a spectrogram, it comes up with that. What else did I where's the ASCII art one? Okay, I got a little stretched out if I got there we go. So I sent him this as well. But I've been getting creative. This is what I do when I have free time. Make someone carry a piece of paper with the image in their mouth and they show it to him before running away. Okay, so what I've really wanted to do is I want to change his phone wallpaper. The issue is I have to get the image on his phone and then have it for long enough to do it. And I would kind of feel bad because I'd have to go through his phone to do that. So I think that's too far. Because that's like just violating his privacy. So I think that one's too far. Drawn on paper towels using pickled shoes. There's some good suggestions here. Yeah, that's what I've been up to. The other ones that I've sent him, no, I think Askiar was the most recent. But yeah, I've found some fresh new ways. I have some I can't even say, just in case he sees this somehow, that I'm gonna keep close to my chest for now. But I have at least 3 more that are good ones. Tape a photo to his eyes. Disco just suggested something, and I was already planning it. But Disco, if you also want to do that, feel free. The more, the merrier. In fact, my version's worse. I'll just I'll just say it. I'm going to see him in person soon, and that means I'm going to have an opportunity to stick it to his back, hopefully like a kick me sign. You know, like the classic like paper that says kick me that you tape to someone's back. It's like the classic like what like I don't know, ancient prank. Probably ancient Greeks used it or something. That's been a plan. And I'm hoping right as I like he's departing. So he just won't notice until way later and I'm long gone. That's the like just anywhere I can put it to just see. Oh no, I have to put in the supercut somewhere. Please do. I'll get him to watch it just for that. I feel like I could put my mind to so many more useful things. To be honest, if I didn't have ADHD and a bunch of other stuff, actually I say a bunch of other stuff, not really much. It's just me being a silly little guy. If I didn't have silly little guy syndrome, I could probably be so useful for society. Don't really feel like it though. I'm kind of busy with what I'm doing. Sending him the image with Gourmand with spoiler set on. Now he'll see that coming. That's so easy. I have been thinking about posting it on Twitter. And then linking it to him to it or something. Or like adding him on Twitter. You know, I'll do that right now. I'll do that right this second. I'm about to go post on Twitter. Let me just add. There we go. No, wait, he's gonna see this coming a mile away. Why in the world do I add him on Twitter now that I think about it? Other than this. I need a more covert version. That won't work. The thing is, it's so much funnier if it's in a way he doesn't expect. Having it be in a way he just knows is coming just doesn't have the same oomph to it. The showmanship is missing. I think that's really the issue with a lot of my ideas thus far. Is just the showmanship isn't quite there. Like the thing with like physically taping it to him. Like that works because of the reveal. Because at some point he's gonna notice. And ideally, if I'm not there for him, or sorry, when I'm not there for it, that's so much funnier. That I'm just not even present and it's there anyway. I'll just say I have an accomplice helping me with something soon. So that's going to be cool. I have also been considering printing it out onto a t-shirt and wearing the t-shirt to a D&D session with a coat on, and then like halfway through revealing it. That one's been one on there. I don't think he's gonna see this, so I think I'm fine to just yap. Because I think he's gonna be at work for a long time, knowing his schedule. He's usually busy at this time of night. I'm just kind of banking on that he's not gonna see this, or it's gonna reveal so many of my plans. I've been thinking about trying to get in contact with his family. But I feel like there's definitely a line where it's like too far, like to the point where it's just like I'm getting in contact with like just like some like distant family member of his just to get him to do this. One of those custom Gourmand stickers and put it on your shoe. Picture of Gourmand in his doorstep, like a flyer. That's pretty good. There was one time on stream that Sensei Chicken couldn't see something because he was in the game with me, and I said, and he couldn't pull up the stream for some reason, so I said, "Oh, I'll print it out and give it to you." So I did. I like genuinely think it was 9 months later. I gave him a printed out screenshot from one of the streams. Let's see. I came back and heard I've been thinking about contacting his family with no context. Okay, Moth. Do not tell Ender anything we're talking about here. I don't know why you would just go to him, because it's so funny not to. I have been sending him just the same image in so many different formats. And I need this to continue for as long as I can. Use a time machine to find his future spouse and then give it to him when they first meet. I wish I could do that. Oh, even better. Show up to his bird and give him a blanket with that print on it. That would be his first possession as a child, just being an image of the Gourmand. This is how you ruin a person's life with a single image, just so quickly. It's great. I should be clear though. This is all fun and games. I'm not going to. There's definitely ways I could take this too far, and it's just not worth it. I think as far as I'm gonna take it is tattooing it on him in his sleep. I think that's a completely reasonable line to cross. So when I see him in person, I'm gonna hit him over the head with a baseball bat and tattoo it on his forehead. That's the plan. Maybe make a document that has text on the outside that says classified government files. It's just pictures of the Gourmand. There's so many ways I could deliver this. I've thought about delivering it with like a fake like court thing, as if he's been like called to jury duty or something. It's just that. There's just so much potential for delivering it. I think I don't really know what my end goal is. In the farmer's market and pick up a suspiciously shaped potato. Yeah, carve it into a potato. There's so many different ways I could deliver this. It's so freeing. It reminds me of the comic where Thanos just tortures a random dude his whole life because he feels like it. That is kind of just what I do for fun as a hobby. I had a roommate for a long time. Technically housemate because we were in different rooms. And I would move one of the things in their room every couple days to just a new spot. Honestly, they just didn't notice. It was too subtle. They just did not care. So that, that's where just the showmanship comes in. Carve it into wood and gift it to. That's really good, but also I cannot whittle for the life of me. I actually do enjoy some woodworking though. It's been a long time since I've gotten to do anything like that though, because I don't have like a workshop. I would love to just make things. If I had just money to spare, I would just build things so much. That's what I do. The gourmand of increasing paranoia, exactly. You'll never know when it's gonna strike next. So one thing I've been thinking about doing is getting him in a recording session where like a fake recording session for the roguelike game and having it textured onto a block. And that's the entire update to the roguelike that he's testing. It's just the gourmand on a block. Hijack a siren near his house to blast Morse code linked to the image. That's deranged as well. Morse code is really good. I don't know how, but on a big map. The issue with that is like I'd have to actually put in more effort on that than just editing in a block. Because like editing in a block is easy. Making map art's really hard. At least for me. There's probably people who can do it better than I can who would completely disagree, but for me it's so much easier to put on a block. Invite him for some curly fries or some good fries dip. Dip your fries in just the right way that the imprints are arranged in the perfect way. So live sketch it in front of him in sauce. These are the deranged ideas I need. Oh, I remember one time. See, okay, I mess with my friends constantly, if you couldn't tell. Frequently. Especially in person. And never in like the rude prank kind of way. Just like the mild silly way. Because I draw a line. One time I think it was him driving, and it was 3 other people in the car, so me and 2 others. We went to a restaurant, and I just told him to order something that just was completely not in the menu because he was the one talking to the window. That was pretty good. Now he doesn't trust that anymore. So, since then, every time me and those people have gone anywhere, I've needed to order because he doesn't trust me to do that, to give him the orders on a phone anymore. Which is like fair enough. You know what? Fair play. I'll do it. If that's the consequence I have to pay for getting him with that, fine. He is genuinely such a good sport about all that though. A prank is only fun if both parties can get a laugh out of it down the line. Exactly. I 100% agree with that. Usually the reaction I've gotten from the gourmand image is something I won't repeat because I don't swear, but something along the lines of "Gosh darn it," and just me and him both laughing about it because it's just such a stupid bit. There's no point. It's just dumb, and that's why it's so good. Give him a paper cup with juice with at the Halloween party. The image printed at the bottom so he sees it when he finishes drinking. That unfortunately won't work, and I can't fully explain to you why, Disco. And the only person that wouldn't work on is him, unfortunately. Which sucks. But that is a really good idea. If I didn't have extra context, that unfortunately makes that impossible. And you're probably going to think it's something like, there's no way you guess what in the world this thing is, but you'll understand eventually. Let's see, leave an audio recording that says Gourmand shall be praised, the odd to get Gourmand in another time. Let's see. You select cool pictures into the pockets of some of his jackets or shorts. I'm not reaching into his short pockets for this. Sorry, that's like weird. That's like weird far. Like, I feel like the closest I'd be willing to like put something on his person, because I do not like physical contact with people. Genuinely, gourmand hugs make me so uncomfortable. I hate it. Like at like gatherings where it's like someone hasn't seen you for a long time, it's like a family reunion. I'm not gonna like make a whole stink about it. I don't know. Don't like it. It's weird. I'm sorry, Disco. That idea is really good, but it won't work because of a specific thing. And you'll figure it out eventually. You'll see. And it sucks, but I think it's really cool. But it just won't work. Let's see. What are we doing again? Oh yeah, I should probably get off this topic because we've been on it for a while. And the longer I stay on this topic, the more likely he just happens to tune in. All right, chat. You're sworn to secrecy. Never say any of the ideas I've put out today, or any of the ideas each of you have put out. Lips are sealed across chat. Okay. Give him a coloring book with this. What the I think the funniest part to me about that one is why in the world would I give him a coloring book in the first place? Oh, chat's down there. Hello, chat. What if I want to tell Frogmer? Frogmer can know, but you have to swear Frogmer secrecy. Frogmer is fine. My one worry, okay. All I ask is anyone in chat, don't go out of your way to do this as well. It'll ruin the bit if it happens too much. I'm happy about suggestions, but just don't go out and like just spam it with images of that. That's just rude. I'll have it handled. Also, my chat, just the amount of viewers is never correct on the bottom of the screen. It says 3. I've been counting how many people are actively typing. There's at least 5, maybe 6. And you know what's funny? One time it showed 21, and I don't think there were that many people there. Genuinely. Don't think there was. Because there's no chance that wasn't bots. YouTube's chat counting system is just wrong. It shows 4 for you, well, it shows 3 for me. It's just wrong. Just objectively, it just doesn't show me the right numbers. It's weird. Needs to be uncommon enough that he sees it right when he forgets about it. Exactly. If it happens too much, it's not funny anymore. It ruins it. But when it's just like here and there, then it's perfect. Just as it should be. We only strive for perfection here, nothing more. Because what can you ask for more than perfection? That's 9 plus 10, I don't know, like 22. That's funnier than 21 because it's a higher number. I feel like that was one of the first things I'd classify as brain rot that I ever saw. I despise brain rot culture, genuinely. It's just... I think I described on last stream as where comedy goes to die. And I stand by that. Alright, let's make this cooler. So I had an idea. I don't know if it'll work. Why did I clear my inventory like that? What if I make a Lethal Company mod that adds the image as a painting you could find? Please do that. That's so funny. Oh, that's such a long setup and a long con, but that's so good. Genuinely, probably one of the best I've heard or thought of. I thought of that one. May I speak of the forbidden creature? Yeah, actually, no, wait, we should probably drop it. I'm gonna drop it completely for now. Unless you mean something else other than that creature. Foolish prankster throws a foolish prankster throws a dozen pies in his target's face and calls it a joke. The masterful prankster invites the target to a wedding and all the guests are holding pies. Exactly. Just once. You can say one more thing about it. I swear if he shows up right now, gonna ruin so many things. So we're gonna use a little glass for this. Actually, maybe just more like that. Maybe not quite. I think this Orifon might be too slow for this. He shows up, you might have to lock him away. I can't fully stop him from watching. I could only stop him from chatting if he did. It'd be over. I have to think of more ideas. There's a 4-year-old girl who has 685 subs. I want that one gone. Find the child, grind them into adrenochrome. I don't know how many people know what that is. There's a conspiracy theory that rich people like put babies in blenders, and it's called adrenochrome, and it makes them young. People believe that. I don't know who told them my secret, but it's weird. Let's see. We release a video of the creature. I mean, it might find its way into a video or two. It might even find its way into a like stream VOD. I shouldn't flash it that fast. I don't think that could cause a seizure, but I probably should be safe. Eat the rich? No, I don't want to be eaten. I think we should give the rich all our money. They need more. Is that so wrong? Knuckles the Echidna tried to put a baby in a blender once. Good. He's learning. Make adrenochrome. You know what's funny? So you know how they like X-ray babies? If you don't know what I'm talking about, look up a baby X-ray tube. Pretty much they just put babies in like a cylinder where their arms are up, and people say that's like the blender. It's so funny that people believe that. There's just so many silly things people believe, and it's awesome. Like the birds aren't a real thing. I mean, that was funnier when everyone knew it was a joke, but it's still kind of funny that people believe that. Will it blend with skin off or skin on? No, it's gotta be skin on, obviously. Part of the adrenochrome, I think. I love a good conspiracy theory, but people just take them too seriously. I remember when they were fun. Like when just no one would believe them. And that's why it's funny. Because it's just completely outlandish. And now it's like, oh, it's a real thing. Like people actually think it's real. Like some of that stuff's real. It's like, oh, now it's not funny when people actually think it's real. There are lizard men in the earth? No, I'm on the surface. Oh, you mean just generally? Yeah, there are. Will you accept a quarter? Yes, of course. I appreciate the base chatters that just are like, here's 1 bit on Twitch. Just or Ender, who for I think it was like 20 streams in a row showed up, donated 5 bits for 20 streams for a total of $1. It was glorious. Wait, did these just fade out when I went into them? Oh no, it's just this still. It's so weird how this fades out. Card decline, that was mega. I guess only that card declined. I can't wait to have some stream budget soon. It's gonna be hype. Twitch is gonna pay me out soon. Let me check actually. When's my next Twitch payout? Because that money's going straight back into streaming. None of that's seeing anything important. Just streaming. Yeah, when's that gonna happen? Oh no, it's technically that's at estimated revenue for October. That's why it hasn't paid out. Well, whenever that happens, there'll be a slight increase in stream budget, so that'll be pretty good. Let's see. In one of Jack's film shorts, a woman just walks up to gives birth, walks away like that. That happened. Someone actually gave birth live on stream on Twitch. I mean, you couldn't actually see the exact stuff because obviously you can't show that on Twitch and shouldn't. I'm gonna be honest though, that is not a thing that should be on Twitch. I'm against that being a thing. Like, no, no. Let's like not put that on Twitch. If nothing else, like for the baby, is that so wrong? Hello, Mad Flaming Duck. How's it going? Thank you. Also, thank you for the compliment. Ever watching the video Critical me about? Yeah, that's where I found out too. I don't watch all of Moist Critical's videos, just like the ones that particularly interest me. I usually like watch the first like minute, and if it's like, okay, I actually care about this, then I'll watch it. And if I don't, then they'll probably be like one out the next day. Let's see. There's a news story a few years back where one of the reporters literally was on camera while in labor. I do think there are some reasons to record childbirth. Obviously, there's plenty of valid reasons. I don't think for just internet clout or like just to throw it on a news report is a reason. Like that's not good. I once was in a VC and someone was giving birth. What is it with people wanting to do that publicly? Just like do that alone privately, please. That's gonna be my next stream. I'm gonna make my next Twitch notification giving birth live on stream. Actually, no, that'll be the Wobble Dogs thing. If I ever do Wobble Dogs on stream, that's gonna be what it is. The thing is just gonna say giving birth live on stream. Yeah, I guess okay, I could kind of see the Discord call thing for moral support. That's something, because I know that is excruciating. And if like your loved ones or like friends or whatever else can't be there in person, then I get it. That's something. I don't I'm not crazy like that one's. I can at least see that one. What is Searcher Zone 77 even about anymore? I don't know. I just yap about stuff and the viewer count goes up. That's what happens. Genuinely, the more deranged of a thing I'm talking about, I just know the number ticks up. But I think it's more fun to talk about deranged stuff anyway, so the number doesn't even matter. I'm going to talk about deranged stuff. Let's see, can I be one of your delivery nurses? Of course. Of course, Doc. You could do a podcasting thing, but all the shots are in Minecraft. Fun fact, that was going to be a thing for a long time. In fact, I actually had something similar set up. It was going to be me and Sensei Chicken doing a podcast, a Minecraft related thing. It just never made off the ground. We actually had a name for it and everything and a bunch of graphics, and just unfortunately we just couldn't schedule stuff. Top comment was Markiplier pregnancy reveal. Usually today the title is never mind, I ain't posting that. Yeah, Top Gun is the title within 24 hours is not good. Because it's gonna be something awful. I think one of my favorite like changes to title I've seen is when Jay Schlatt put out a video called 24 Hours Inside Mr. Beast Cube. Someone recommended to remove the apostrophe S cube. So it's just 24 hours inside Mr. Beast. That's a good title change right there. Is it childish? Absolutely. Is it great? Yes. Dolphins are actually some of the most violent animals? Absolutely. A podcast where you cast spells on dolphins because dolphins are evil. Exactly. Imagine gender reveal, but it's just a pipe bomb with glitter. That's what people do. That's real. No, he disabled multiplayer on the building world? Oh, darn. I must have gone into settings and clicked that by accident. Mistakes happen, you know? Fun fact, I did that this stream, live on camera, and no one noticed. Because I went to the be right back screen and I said I was finding the gourmand images. I wasn't looking for the gourmand images. You can hear the menus because I didn't turn off the sound. I realized it was still on and fixed it. I have secured my borders. I made some crazy thumbnail names. I've noticed some of my more deranged things do perform quite well, but I don't want to name everything just deranged stuff because then normal people can't find it. And also, I want to be able to know what I put up. Mods, kill that guy in Twitch chat. No. Murder. Rip him apart. Kill him. No one in chat knows what I'm talking about because they got instantly auto-modded, but you know. Soon I sleep? How dare you? One does not simply leave stream chat. Completely forgot about Twitch chat. Yeah, nothing goes on in Twitch chat usually. It's just kind of there as an option for people. Well, it has all the emotes actually. That is one thing I really like about Twitch chat, is all the emotes. I'd love to have emotes on YouTube as well. I just don't know how to get them. There's a lot of good emotes over there. Also, I could do with that. See, there's a Twitch user. They are real. There's another Twitch user. Oh yeah, Moth is a VIP now. I think I did that a while ago. Let's see, this is the entirely wrong type of leaves. What am I doing? Let's fix that. I don't remember being made a VIP. I don't think I messaged you or anything because like I don't know what the point would have been. I feel like it almost would be weirder if I just like messaged you like, hey, you're a VIP in Twitch chat now. Pretty much the only real benefit to VIP is automod doesn't flag your messages. Only like very specific things. There's actually like there's a bunch of stuff that VIP it pretty much just means moderation, like automatic stuff just won't apply. That's how it works. Free will, yeah. Can you VIP someone who isn't currently in chat? Yeah, I can. There's like a whole like selection panel and stuff like that that you can go into. It lets you do all that. Can you do a bird accent? Kinda? I don't know if noise suppression is gonna ruin it though. It's like, let me think of what bird. I was doing a raven recently. Or was it a crow? It was some kind of corvid that I was practicing for a D&D thing. Can we get Storm Drainer Enjoyer roll back at 525? Such a specific number, maybe. I could maybe bring it back for some sub goal. How do we feel about this bird accent? No, I did it wrong. Oh, I'm not sure if you noticed, that just like didn't do the quite reverb sound that you need from a bird to quite sound right, and it just instantly fried my throat. Ow. That's a bird having a voice crack, actually. That was what I meant to do, totally. Ow. Why? I've never had that sound come out when I try and do a bird sound. That was the worst. Genuinely worst bird sound I've ever made in my life. And you were here for it. Congrats. You got to witness this. That's why we love doing things live, because I can never do that. As a bird, I'm deeply offended. I request, alright, reparations. I'm in trouble with the bird community now. Maybe I just didn't fully commit. No, I shouldn't do this again. I just realized I was about to do it again. I'm gonna hurt my throat. It's already like I've already had a sore throat all day. I'm gonna kill my throat doing this. I ate a piece of candy and I'm finally green? Oh, huge day. I'm so happy for you. Congrats. Archer, I'm stripping? You from your daily follow? Why would you phrase it like that? Why would you phrase it like that? See if my throat's dry enough, I can honk like a goose. Yeah, moths can't really make much noise. Hey, moth, as a moth, How do you feel about butterflies? I was gonna ask this earlier today and then I forgot. But we were playing Peak, I was gonna ask you this. I like had that question fully locked and loaded earlier today and I only just now remembered. Animals are cool. I wish I had those Disney princess powers where all animals love me and I could never hurt them. If you can never hurt animals, you're gonna be in trouble if like one just irritated like ant attacks you. I wish I had Disney princess powers for unlimited barbecue. That is a pretty good point. That is a good deal right there. Now I'm trying to think of which Disney princess's powers I would want, and I don't know them well enough. Most of them, their power is being a woman, which, you know, it is a power. But I don't know if that's like higher on my priorities than other stuff. Chat, which Disney princess would you want to be? I mean, like Elsa's an obvious choice. I mean, that's like just go to ice powers. I mean that's sick. I mean, Ariel's a great one. You get to breathe underwater. You get to have no more legs, which is great. You know, fish leg. Want to be the apple consuming lady, Sleeping Beauty, I think is that one? Or is that. No, it's Sleeping Beauty, right? Because that's what knocks her unconscious. I think. Mulan has the highest Disney princess kill count. Oh, yeah, by a long way. That avalanche. See, I'm not like a Disney adult or anything. But I feel like there are a lot of good Disney movies out there. I do enjoy them. It's just been a long time. My friend like 5 years ago, your friends unanimously agreed I would be Rapunzel. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know why, I've just kind of decided. You know, the more I think about it, the more it kind of works. I'm gonna shave Disco bald and then live forever, I think. I think that's my new plan. Oh, I can finally like just stroke my mustache while thinking of evil plans. This is one good thing. What in the world are you talking about, Kitty, with that? What genuinely what in the world does that any of that mean? See, for the longest time, Butterfly let's see. Isn't Star Allies the Butterfly? So, I have no clue what Star Allies is. That one's not one I know of. Is that a Disney thing or is that unrelated? Is that like just butterfly related? Butterflies drink blood if they can. I mean, they don't really have a way to get it for themselves, but you know, if it's available, they'll drink it. Oh, I remember one time I was doing D&D with some people, and one of them had a paladin, and part of their oath was to kill butterflies. Genuinely. And it actually made sense in their lore. Their specific patron was the Mothman. So obviously beef with the butterflies. Turn disco into a disco ball. See, butterflies only ever made direct contact with Kirby Galactic. Yeah, this is just a random Kirby lore drop. I don't know enough about Kirby. I feel like I'm being vaguely threatened in chat, but I think it's fine. It is not really a threat, it's more of just a suggestion, you know? Like, I'm kind of good. I've lived a long time, and I think I'll just continue doing that. Chat, should I live another millennia? No matter what you say, the answer is going to be yes, I will. What does SCP stand for? Um, Sudden Cheese Party. Final answer. Or Secure, Contain, Protect, but I prefer Sudden Cheese Party. Just makes more sense, really. Several cheesy pickles. Let's see. It'd be kind of funny if after claiming ownership over Mothkind, Mothman himself comes out and kills me or something. That would be a crazy way to go. Okay, I actually have not read the original Mothman prophecies thing, but if I recall correctly, Mothman is genuinely beneficial. If I remember right. This might be spoilers, or I've heard a very wrong version of the story, and it's not. I don't know. From what I remember about hearing about the actual proper Mothman story, is that Mothman is actually an angel trying to warn of disasters, but everyone sees him as a monster causing them because he shows up right before disasters. I think is what I remember from what someone once told me about that actual story. That could be completely wrong because I have not verified this. Someone just told me that and I've just kind of believed it. I just believe things. It's great. Source, I made it up. Source, I saw it in the orb. Where is chat? I missed chat. Chat's on YouTube. Gonna miss the bus over there. So yeah, I've heard many good things about Mothman. See, Mothman is their infinite doom upon us. Oh, am I being raptured? No, you don't get to be. You haven't earned that. Yeah, Boomsy is locked in. He has a new profile picture because of you. Look what you've done. You're enabling him. You know what's so funny? Seeing the viewership spike when we were talking about people giving birth on stream and then seeing it slowly deplete after ending that conversation. It's fine. Viewership goes up and down. At the end of the day, if I cared more about viewership, I would absolutely just be making AI YouTube shorts for AIs and farming ad revenue. That's what I'd be doing. Maybe I shouldn't say that right after I laid out a plan today to make 100 YouTube shorts in 100 days. maybe that's not the time I try and say that. See. They want to tune into the Archer birth stream. Should I just add everyone? The temptation to just add everyone in my Discord and say giving birth live on stream is like really strong. But I think I'll wait until it's better stream to do that. Rosaries, the religious type? That's sick. Could I by chance have 80 of those? I do need to buy a bench so I can rest. They're incredibly expensive, you understand. I'm going to lose all of my rosaries and my silk if you don't let me buy this bench. Could you record your fighting of the final Silksong boss? Make for a good and cheap video. I might. I don't know what the final boss actually is. I'm not there yet. Unless you're counting Act 2 final boss, GMS. I'm not gonna say the full name, but GMS. If you're talking about that one, at the end of Act 2, right after the white creature, then I've already beaten that, I think 3 or 4 times. If you mean like the proper final boss, do not know what it is yet. I am worried I might not realize what it is and record it though. But I'm also not going to look it up, and please don't spoiler it. I still don't know much about Hollow Knight and Silksong, but one day I must play them. I very much recommend playing Hollow Knight all the way through first, and then immediately after playing Silksong. Because holy cow, Silksong is hard compared to Hollow Knight. And confirm all the streams being poor is a skill issue. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't as poor as like the main streamer I watched play it. I watched all 36 hours of the Slimesicle VOD of Silksong. He was a lot poorer than I was. Also, I use Dead Man's Purse constantly. I always have it. Remember that time when sexual harassment was allowed in chat? Yeah, I do. That was crazy. I don't know why that was there. Wait, is that still on? Did I ever fix that? Oh no. Did I ever? Okay, it's fixed. Okay. I just had like a moment in my own brain of like, wait, what if it's still there? Okay. I just realized I have phrases that diss my Minecraft box. Blocked. That's wonderful. I'm so glad I have that set up. And put some more reeds in here. We're getting pretty close on that coast. I mean, this is starting to shape up. We still have all this to do. So nothing. Sure, worry.mp3. I feel like I do get worried about my stream settings constantly because I don't really touch them. I've had to make a new Twitter account recently, and I'm not going to say why. And a new YouTube channel that's going to be used for something. People have found it already. At least the YouTube one. I don't know how. Except Ender, I told him. So he's like one of the few people who's supposed to know. Maybe I'll tell a few people that I talk to frequently. Would you rather cut off your eyebrows or eyelashes? Absolutely eyelashes. Not the eyebrows. Mine are looking slick. I mean, you never know, but I would look the same since my hair usually covers my eyes. Makes it hard to see, sadly. I see, I just have bad eyesight. That's why I have to wear glasses. I do wonder if I look how I sound. I would say probably not, to be honest. Maybe? See, I guess I wouldn't really know if I look how I sound. If I barely mute before I just start sneezing constantly. If I use DNA to grow a fetus in a test tube, does that count as being pregnant? No, that's not how that works. Absolutely not. No, it has to be in you. No, I'm not going down this rabbit hole. Why? No. Why did I even respond to the? It was one of those instant regret responses. Like, why did I say anything about that one? I could have just said no. Why did I clarify? What am I looking for? What was I doing? Quoted. No. Why? Why me? It has to be in you. Okay, that could be worse. Is apples honestly? No. No. If I inject a parasitic bud I found in a swamp into my chest, does that count as being pregnant? It's a bud? No, that's you have a parasite. You just have a parasite. If you have a tapeworm that's like laying eggs, that's you're not pregnant. That's a parasite. Why am I answering? I keep saying I shouldn't answer this, and it just I can't resist. Spot something in the menu and I had to screenshot because it reminded me of something. What was it? I'm curious. Oh, I see. It does kind of look like, yeah, the villager egg does kind of look like Heavy from TF2. Villager egg is dead. I've never played that game. I don't know why I'm acting like I know what I'm talking about. I love pistol shrimp. That would be cool to get sometime. More of a mantis shrimp person myself. I've actually taken pictures of mantis shrimp in the wild. So that's pretty cool. Oh, they taste good? I mean, I'd assume they do. They're shrimp. Yeah, see, that's not how that works. See, you know, bro wants to use DNA Grooviuses in test tubes, we can't prove it. No, I think you can prove it there. I think Apple just wants to be that one character from Smiling Friends. What's his name? Doctor Insanity or something? Forget what his name is. Something along those lines. Who am I thinking of? So, Doctor Psychotic. That's what I'm thinking of. That's a good episode. I like that one. I haven't been that far into the new season, unfortunately, though. I probably should. I'm like one episode in. What am I trying to build? I keep forgetting what I'm doing. Trees. I think are next. So I need mangrove. I need jungle. Oh wait, do we never put jungle in some of these trees? I didn't. Or roots, actually, now that I'm looking at it. Yeah, do a little bit of this. Just a little bit of moss in the tree. There we go. I know, good rap for the Inf campaign. First you go to, and darn, he died before I could finish it. That's really unfortunate. I wish I could feel the joy of properly raising an egg and not feeling the sense of dread when it doesn't hatch on time. I've actually been thinking about farming something. There's this little species of invertebrate that you can feed to fish called Daphnia. They're these tiny little guys that just kind of bounce around in the sunlight, usually just eating little things in the water. And I have a little container. I say little, it's like a gallon and a half. Like not a ton. I could probably farm a couple thousand of them in there because they're so small. Just put a couple plants in it, call it good. Yeah. Farewell, Moth. Thanks for stopping in. So yeah, let's put a little bit of moss up here. There we are. Does that break up the framing too much? No, I think that'll actually look really lovely. Have you watched Shrimpo Hunter? No, I have not. I don't watch many YouTube fish stuff. A lot of it's just animal cruelty, to be honest, and it makes me sad. That might not be, I don't know. Or like people just being weird with fish or like not doing stuff properly or I'm not gonna act like I'm like a saint. I'm not perfect either. Like with my own fish keeping, I've made a lot of mistakes in the past and it's cost me and the animals I keep quite dearly a couple times. But it really bugs me when people just do random stuff. That's why I've been enjoying watching that Tanks for Nothing person. They're great. I recommend that. That's some good content. We're looking for just some chill aquascaping content. That's it right there. Channel called Tanks for Nothing. Just been watching it. It's great. Just, you know, pop it on. Very chill. The guy knows what he's talking about in depth. I don't know what in the world his certifications are, but he could probably convince me that they are very, very good certifications. I've never heard him say a fact that's wrong. Genuinely. I've never found something in one of those videos that is wrong. Yeah, I got left on red. Did I? Oh yeah, there it is. I did at least I red. Imagine a nanobot implant with an ion capital powered. What in the what? Versus a newborn baby? I think most things can be the newborn baby. Just getting shaken too much can be the newborn baby. It's usually my go-to method. I mean, what? I just comprehended what in the world I was saying. Why would I say that? Will we be wrapping up soon? We've probably got another like hour and a half stream. Maybe an hour. It's usually how long we go. I'm partial to a nice 2 to 3 hour stream usually. Let's see, we go out over this side. You know, maybe we don't need that there. We don't need that there. One of the two. Stay as long as possible for this game. I do love just the chill building streams. They're very fun. They're very relaxing and, well, might I say, chill. Anyway, I'm gonna drink a lot of Gatorade now. Oh, that's good Gatorade. Gatorade. I can't breathe. I can't not breathe for that long. I gotta get back to it. More Gatorade. Okay, it's almost done. Oh, Gatorade. Okay, I just drank an entire Daiwa entire bottle of Gatorade. And just in that time. Archer, please, he beats me with an ant. I'd up it to an ant lion. Why we gain viewers while I was doing the Gatorade bits? Why'd that happen? Great. I wish I had more Gatorade. That's what brings them in. Actually, I think that's delayed anyway. I think I'm seeing the delayed viewer count, so it's just not even accurate. Yeah, that's like 30 minutes ago. I shouldn't have drank that also. I just drank so much. You know what's even worse? Why is it like you're in the middle of moaning while saying Gatorade? What? Because I was really good. I stand. Now I want a big gulp with the silly loop-de-loop straws. That would be pretty good. Man, where can I get some of this Gatorade you got? It's gonna be gone by the time I host a Halloween party. You won't get any. Mine. Actually, I'll probably have more by then. You know what's even worse? That wasn't what I meant to get. So I looked over to the side because I'm like, wow, my lips are getting parched. I should I should get like some chapstick. And then I saw the Gatorade, which I had drank like 2 sips out of right before the start stream and forgot. And then I just started doing that. I feel like I'm becoming more and more unstable on stream, and I think that's a good thing. Chapstick. It's not the same. It doesn't work. What flavor Gatorade? I got the cool blue. Just a made up flavor. Drink more Gatorade? I'm out. I drank the whole bottle. It was like barely open and I drank the whole thing. It's gone. There is no more. And also that's not what I'm gonna do to bring people in. No. I'm not becoming an ASMR channel. Give me a truckload of that Gatorade flavor. It's delicious. Of course you want some. You get in here a bit. Oh wait. There we go. You know, I've been considering doing as well recently. Maybe doing some like SMP content a little bit. But I don't know how I'd really get started with that because I need like a group of people who are on a lot. So I'd probably have to go find a bunch of YouTubers. So that'd be okay. Please, he feeds me Vaseline by the handful. And you're complaining? That is free goop. That is free goop. And you're complaining. Bo SMP? I'm not naming it after me. If I make an SMP, I'm not doing the Vayne option naming it after me. I hate when people do that. Genuinely, pet peeve of mine is just making a collaborative project with other people and then naming it after yourself drives me crazy. Like, yes, we get you're involved, but like you don't need to like plaster your name on everything. But yeah, that's not gonna ever happen for me. Frog SMP. Like the idea of instead of plastering my name on it, I just put someone else's. That's good. Yeah, we'll just name it Frog SMP. Better, I don't invite Frogmare. But it's still the Frog SMP. Please, he's coming down with a 12-pack of chapstick. Okay, that sounds like a good deal. Free 12-pack. You have to be Apple SMP. Call 911? No, they won't pick up my calls after what I did. They keep saying, there's a warrant out for your arrest. And it's like, yeah, I know. That's why I'm calling you. To make fun of you for not finding me yet. I've never seen someone so ungrateful in chat about free food. It's free. How can you hate it? We love free food. We as a community. Yeah, I would love to do some SMP content. I probably want to make my own twist for it, though. Like, have something a little bit interesting. But at the same time, I do think that that can lead to people giving up on something quicker, because um, once that initial thing wears out, then it's not entertaining as much anymore. So sometimes you can kind of just shoot it in the foot early on, like that. So Oh, here's a funny story. That's what the roguelike was gonna be. I was gonna make a server and I'm like, oh, it'd be cool if I could make some like dungeons and stuff for people to play like on there and like have some extra like story aspects or other stuff like that. And I'm like, oh wait, what if I could make the dungeons randomly generated? And that's when I thought of the system that runs the roguelike game. So yeah, that was the original roguelike idea right there. It was going to be an SMP. That's a randomly generated droids like? I don't know what you mean by that. Alright, well, thanks for joining this Top Hat clan. I appreciate it. Make sure DJ Weir eats all of their Vaseline and a chapstick. As Apples was saying, there's starving children in third world countries that would eat that. He's just wasting it. A glutton. Let's see. Let's go out here. Let's do this. There we go. Why are you copying my line? I just read it out. What do you want? Okay, I will never read out Booms. Is what he wants, you know? Is what he wants me never to say his name again. See what it is. I thought you wanted me to read out messages. I see what it is. I'm gonna be honest, I was not a lip balm believer for a long time. I'm like, oh, it's not that important. My lips were just peeling, slowly just disintegrating at any given point. You know, I'd maybe put a little lip balm on like every like couple months. This is real, by the way. I genuinely just didn't do this at all. Ever since I actually started using it, it's so much nicer and like healthier, and I genuinely like look better because I don't just have like constantly just like the look of like a decaying husk anymore. It's wonderful. So whimsical. Why would you master that art? I feel like that's not an art you should master. That's like a forbidden art. Maybe I should use it. Yeah. Genuinely though, game changer. I don't know why I don't know why I was so reluctant for so long. I should have just been like, yeah, okay, lips dry, lip balm. But I didn't. Sheer laziness. I've actually been thinking about trying to take better care of my skin as well. I have one Burt's Bees laying around. Me too. That's what I'm using right here. I got that peppermint right now. Got a 4-pack a while back. Been working through them. That just made the most sense to buy. Let's see, we do this. I just have this one that just goes off like diagonally. Why not? Mint ice cream, but less sugar. It's not too bad. Gotta keep it with, you know, you gotta have the fresh scents. Okay, cooling ones. I would appreciate red during the summer doggies over lipstick. These so many popsicle stains. uh, that's a way to do it, I guess. I feel like I would not slay with makeup, just gonna be honest. The few times I've actually needed to wear makeup for something, I feel like it just doesn't look right. I look like very traditionally like a dude. If I had like the just normal like classic, just beard, I'd be pretty default, just like kind of classic, just fairly handsome guy. I don't know, like like definitely not like model looking, but like, you know, kind of good looking guy, at least in my opinion. And here's the thing, I can actually judge men because I like men. Pretty cool, huh? Superpower, really. That is one thing I've been lucky about and was kind of reflecting on recently actually, is I've never really had to feel like I wasn't happy with my appearance. And the reason I was reflecting on that is I'm like, wow, I don't look good in a mustache. That's what I was reflecting on that recently. And I will say it definitely made me like feel grateful for like, wow, I am very lucky, to be completely honest. That I kind of just look how I want to look, just by default. Because there's so many people who would want that, like want to look how they want to look, obviously, and they just can't get that naturally, and it kind of sucks. And I don't know, just got thinking about that recently. I've known a lot of people who have kind of struggled with that. It's just, I don't know, it's something I've just had a hard time connecting to because it's not anything I've ever really been through personally. It's something I don't think I ever can properly connect to. But yeah, always wishing the best to everyone who's trying to become the this person they want to be. Well, I just got wholesome there for a sec. We went just like completely in a different direction for a bit. How about I just say some racist stuff and then I'll cancel it out? I think that'll fix it. Maybe something about tieflings. I don't want to say anything actually racist. A little bit of this. See, my favorite lip balm pick has always been Burt's Bees. Tastes good. If you're tasting the lip balm, then I think there's a problem. I don't think you're putting it in the right place. I ate a piece of yellow star-shaped candy and it exploded into 100 burnt pieces. What in the world? Are you eating like some kind of like grenade or like I don't know if that was candy. I think you found something else. Let's see. I may never forgive them for making January the first month instead of March. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like winter should like why January? Like January is like just a weird month to start and end on. It's a weird one. I remember I was working a calendar for a fantasy world one time and I had it start in the year starts in spring. Because that just makes sense, I feel like. That's when everything like starts up for the year. Just makes more sense that way. So let's put this on the side. That did not get enough foliage. What in the world happened here? Or maybe it did. These trees are kind of sparse. How long are the branches did I make? 5 on those? I haven't gone that far. Made Doors Trick or Treat. I wasn't there for the Doors Halloween event. Yeah, I don't know anything about Doors. I'm sure Disco knows much. Sure, Doors in it right now. Who knows? Maybe I'll someday play Doors on stream. Or at all. Maybe. Maybe someday. Maybe if I get 1 billion subscribers. 1 trillion subscriber. It's like you try it instead of assuming it's not your thing. I genuinely will probably try it eventually. I think it's probably not my thing, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to try it. I apologize if I miscommunicated that. I actually do plan on playing it at some point when I just feel like it. I know it's going to go horribly, to be completely honest. I think I'm going to die a million times because I hear it is a roguelite. But that's okay. That's how those games work. I understand that. So far, I've just been too lazy to put Roblox on here while I already have other stream series. Oh, that reminds me. I saw a message a while ago and then never read it out or answered it. I'll answer it now. I think it was Apples who said this. There's a question on what the next series is after I finish Astroneer. Well, I've already talked about it on stream. And I got it set up recently. So I know what it's going to be. We are going to be revisiting a game I've already beaten on stream recently. To do something that was requested so many times that I had to do it. So it is very much by popular request. It's not Celeste. Maybe someday. Maybe someday we'll revisit that one. Celeste, no, it's not Celeste. And Calamity? Yep. That's what's up next after Astroneer. Terraria Calamity mod is next. I already have it downloaded, set up. It is ready. So that'll be a fun one. But yeah, that rocks. Yeah, I'm excited for that one. That one I'm very excited for. I will say, I usually don't like mods for games, to be honest, because it's so rare that they actually keep the original vision intact. With Terraria Calamity in particular, I am aware it is a huge mod, to the point where it's like practically its own like DLC or standalone game, and I feel like that is going to make it a little bit more reasonable for me. I don't think you'll ever see me do like a modded Minecraft playthrough unless it's with other people. Because, I don't know, just most of them just don't capture the right spirit of Minecraft that I enjoy so much. But on that particular instance, that actually has caught my eye. Let's see. Murder Install Calamity with the Catalyst mod for the best experience. It rebalances Summoner a little and re-implements an old boss. Oh, I might need to look into that then. I'm going to be honest, I downloaded Tmod Loader. And I went into the list and found Calamity and hit download, and it's just been sitting like that ever since. That's it. That's all I've done. I know next to nothing about the Calamity mod. So that'll be interesting and probably very difficult, to be honest. I'm probably going to need to use the Wikipedia page. But that's okay. If I have to, I have to. Oh, yeah, there was another game I talked about playing on stream called Suck Up, which is like the vampire one. And like it's like the one where like you essentially talk to AI NPCs and try and convince them to let you into their home. I've seen so many things about that not working. I'm a little hesitant to buy it. Because it's $15. Which, is that a lot? Not really. It's like less than the average game. nowadays, which is like 30, 60 range. But also, if it's gonna be buggy and all that stuff, and it's like one stream, I don't know. It's kind of got me second guessing it. So I don't know about that one. I was originally pretty excited to play that, but you know, it's paying $15 for an AI chatbot. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, there is more stuff than that just in it. It looks like it's a fun game, but if it's not going to be working and it's like that expensive, it just for one stream that just doesn't seem like a good use of anything. I have it on my Steam wish list. If it goes down enough on sale, I'll probably just do it, just for fun. And we'll do a stream on it. Oh, there was another one that I wanted to do. I should check if it's on sale. I saw this game a year and a half ago, I think, and I'm gonna look it up right now before I forget. I would open my Steam and show it on stream. The issue is I don't have any content filters, and I get recommended so many not safe for work games. Do you know why? Because I have the joke KFC, yes, the food company dating simulator, and I think it's funny to open it randomly. So everyone on my friends list who's online gets a notification that says Sir Archer is now playing. Uh, I love you, Colonel Sanders, a finger licking good dating game. And that is so funny to me. The issue is, it has completely poisoned my Steam recommendations. You can change your store preferences so not safe for work games don't pop up. I should probably do that. I'll be honest, if I'm going anywhere for not safe for work stuff, it's not Steam. Let me see. Yeah, there's probably actually no, I'm not getting recommended anything awful right now. Great. I'd love to see it. There's usually just like one mixed in there, and I'm just don't want to risk it. Okay. The game I've been thinking about is a game called Home Safety Hotline. And I think that would be really fun. Pretty much, it is a game where people call you about things that are wrong in their home or on their property. And you have to send them the right information package. Except some things go a little weird and it gets a little outside of a normal home safety outline. I think that would be really fun. It is like $15 as well. And I don't know, I kind of like a budget I try and do on a stream. Like I usually try and not make streams that expensive. It's not a lot. But if I do that much for every stream, it starts to add up. So I just have to be kind of picky about it. This counts as a horror game? Didn't even know. But yeah, I probably will play that one at some point when it goes on sale. Because it's really cool. Oh, there's a bundle deluxe edition with the DLC. Maybe we'll have to do that at some point. Yeah, that game looks really fun. You know, a good game, Henry Stickmin Collection. I've considered that one. I have considered that one. I've never really gotten too into games like that though. But I'm definitely aware of them. I've seen a good bit on them. Seen people play through them. That might be fun. I always feel weird about buying new games until I'm like done with the ones I have. I feel like I gotta finish it. I bought BioShock recently. So I've been starting on that. There's someone I know who says it's one of their favorite games of all time, so I'm like, I'll try it. It was like $5 on Steam. I just waited till it went on sale and then I got it. I am someone who just usually won't buy games on Steam unless they're on sale because I'd rather just save my money. I bought No Man's Sky over a year ago when it was 50% off and I still haven't touched it. That game, everything anyone's ever told me about has pushed me away. Genuinely, that game sounds like it would be my nightmare. It just sounds so much just like work and grinding and not fun. I don't think that will ever get played on stream. I'm not gonna say like never, never, but probably not. I've just heard like everything I've heard about that game is just complaints about how grindy it is from people who are actively playing it. It's like, why are you playing it if it's that grindy? I don't like grindy games at all. It's not my thing. So I probably won't play that one ever. Maybe someday I should just go through my Steam library, just read them off on stream. You know what? Where is my Steam library? I'll read off a few. Let me find some I haven't played much of. We've got Portal, just straight up Portal. Never played it. Haven't touched it. Got on sale. We've got Planet Coaster. We've got Jurassic World Evolution. We've got Among Us. We've got Darkest Dungeon, Stardew Valley, Dungeon Crawler, Sekiro. What else is there? We do more White Knuckle sometime. I got some more Slime Rancher, Besiege. What else do I have? Always go back to Mage Arena, Dome Keeper, Slime Rancher 2, Dungeons and Degenerate Gamblers. What else do I have on here that I haven't played much of or would be fun on stream? Peglin, Inscription. I've actually beaten Inscription already, but it might be fun. I could play Dredge. Dredge is hype. I've beaten that one like 1.5 times. Maybe 2, actually, now that I think about it. What else do we have? I think everything else I've played a lot of. Yeah. And maybe I'll do some like Sea of Thieves streams at some point. That could be fun. Or Deep Rock Galactic. Or Lethal Company. Some of those. But yeah, there's just a taste. Dude, if you legit never played Portal. I've never played Portal. I have played a small amount of Portal 2. That's it. I have a million spoilers for it though. Subnautica? Oh yeah, we might play Subnautica 2 or Subnautica Below Zero at some point. Definitely playing Subnautica 2 when it comes out on stream. I love Subnautica. Subnautica is my third favorite game of all time. Genuinely. I love Subnautica. Top 3 games of all time are Minecraft, Elden Ring, Subnautica, in that order. I think only once ever have I died to a Reaper Leviathan. Subnautica is very easy, to be honest, if you just think critically. But people just get like freaked out by the big fish and then don't think critically. It's great. Let's see. After Saint, which do you plan to do first? Inf, challenges, or Watcher? Challenges, I don't know if I'm gonna do those on stream, if at all. But those haven't quite appealed to me as much from what people have said. I might do a stream trying some. Inv is gonna be after Watcher for sure though. Watcher is next priority after Saint. Is that actually smart, or should Saint be after Watcher? Don't tell me why, but if there is a reason, just say that that's the order I should do it. Challenge 70 is important lore. Important enough to do 70 challenges. I doubt it. No, Watcher should be the last one. Saint should be before Watcher. Okay. That's what I thought. Yeah, we can stick to that. Oh, I might need to take a little break from setting all this up and go show off kind of what I'm thinking for some shorts. Sounds like I'm about to try on shorts. No, I mean like for YouTube shorts. Each challenge is doable in under 3 minutes average if you're good enough to be a saint. Well, you don't understand me. I'm gonna fail. I know a lot of people are like, oh, if you don't believe in yourself, like you're not gonna do it. I believe in myself to the extent where I know I can power through and do it if I want to, like even if it's a really hard thing I'm trying to accomplish. But if I tell myself I'm gonna win every time and then I don't, that's like so much more disheartening to me. I don't like lying to myself and being, oh yeah, I'll win this time. No, I won't. Probably not. And then, and then if I win when I didn't think I was going to, the dopamine rush of that is so strong. All right, we're gonna do a little bit command block for a sec. We're gonna take a short break from that. Oh yeah, here's my jump scare thing I built for that one stream. Do I have one command block right here? No. Oh, I'm assuming that was spoilers. So here's my idea. You know what? This isn't pretty enough. Let's make this nicer. Oops, I broke that by accident. It's fine. So here's the idea for this. I don't want what we're about to do in range of anything else. I think it'll look nicer if it's just kind of off on its own. So we're just gonna put like a little thing right down here. It doesn't need to be fancy, of course. Maybe I'll pretty it up a little bit. No, we can just leave it like this. That's fine. Let's see. It'd be so cool if Bedrock had a custom inventory where you could save all your unobtainable command items. Yeah, with all like the different like hotbar savings. Or like the saved hotbars. That would be cool. Now, I'm gonna make this a little bit fancy. No one ever is gonna see this but me, except like, you guys are right now. Execute as at P, positioned as at S, run TP at S to 1000. Do you think 1000's enough? 7000. Oh, I have coordinates on. Maybe 1000 would be simpler. Maybe that's not enough. No, we'll do 7000. Welcome to very, very far away. Now we go in here. We do that. Put this on top of that. And we're off in a new land. So here's the plan for this area. This is where we're going to build all the like 100 builds eventually. And also why I set the command block like this is I should appear relative. Yeah. So it looks really smooth when I teleport. I just like that. It's just so much nicer of a way to make you teleport. Because like, look, no matter where I stand, I appear relative to the button. You can't get that with normal, like, just teleport to coordinate commands. Technically, if you're staying off the platform, it still works. Just a little prettier. A little light beam so you can find it easily. I mean, it's pretty easy to find. I mean, that's pretty notable. In a sea of green. Yeah, it just looks smooth. I very much recommend doing any teleporters that way. It just works. So here's the idea. I'd have all of these laid out already. Let me go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's like a 5 gap there, 5 gap there. And then pretty much just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All along here. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh wait, do we really want 2-block center though? 2-block center might be bad. But that's the basic concept. We're just gonna have a lot of squares out here. And then pretty much the goal would be every day off camera. Well, it would be technically on camera, it's like a time lapse. To fill in one of these squares. That's it. Just fill in a square. I'd probably have it like gray in the middle as well, like gray concrete instead of grass. Or something. But I think that could be really cool. I need 100 of these though. Is the thing. I'm not building them on stream, and I'm probably not even gonna build them like at all. I'm just gonna like duplicate. But that's kind of the idea. I think that could be fun. Roguelike base structure. Sorry, roguelike bass structure. Yeah, the fish is gonna be pretty roguelike. Well, pretty much the idea is just a different build like every time. Making a good looking Minecraft house is easy, actually. Just lock in, exactly. So now imagine 100 squares of that size. Just all over here. That would be like really cool, I think. And each of them being like a suggestion from a viewer or just something I want to put down. I think it would be really awesome. I just get a few done or I get one done every day on average. It would probably be in a couple at a time, but that's just because I'm not free every day, unfortunately. Each grade was plus 1 each. It does look like it does kind of look like the set for a Mr. Beast area, doesn't it? That'll be one of the things I build, Mr. Breast. Just Mr. Beast with just huge honkers, you know? Why did I say that? Never mind. I thought about it for a moment, regretted it, and then I'm like, no, I'm embracing. Yeah, that. I stand by what I said. I will not stand for censorship. Even I will. No, you don't understand. They're trying to censor me. I need to be able to speak the truth, and the truth is Mr. Breast. I need to suckle from the clout. I feel like I'm in a weird mood today. I keep saying things that I probably shouldn't. Canman 18. What? Mr. Blender Man. I don't know. Are those people? Are those real? Those feel like real usernames. Less Mr. Blender Man. The other one seems Mr. Blender. Finally. Divine Mr. Beast. Mr. Mark of the Beast. Just saying. Have we considered it? Mr. Based. Okay, also consider it Mr. Based in a different way. Where is it? Wait, is it based? Wait, how do you spell based? Like, as in, like, based a turkey? Like that? I don't know, I don't cook. I can make some mean nachos, though. Some really good nachos. We're gonna make some long branches on this one. Let's see, a little bit of this. Maybe it doesn't need to go that far. Maybe I can just do this. Yeah, just your beads. Need more misters. I was watching someone recently, just a YouTuber I've been watching for a while. I think this one's pretty well known. A Mr. Mumbo Jumbo. And he was talking about the idea of like relationship YouTubers versus idea YouTubers. And how the meta's kind of shifted on that front. It's actually really interesting to think about. Which just makes me wonder. I was watching that video yesterday. It's a good video. It kind of makes me wonder, which do you guys prefer? Because I kind of like both. I prefer ones that can do a little bit of both, you know? Like they have interesting ideas. And then like they're also someone you want to like come back to repeatedly because you like their personality and stuff. I don't really know which one I fall under. I kind of do both. I feel like streaming wise, it tends to be more on the relationship YouTuber side of thing, which is relationship YouTuber isn't like someone who talks about relationships. It's like someone you're committed to watching because like I just you're just like in the group, one of the homies on that channel. It's more of the community kind of thing versus an idea YouTuber, which is like Mr. Beast or something. That kind of thing. Where it's like you're there for the big idea of what he's doing. Here for Rain Wednesday. So idea then is what you'd say I'm more fall under. Honestly, I think YouTube I go more idea route. Especially if you look at my recent uploads. I mean, like when hasn't mine been idea based? Let me see. Actually, when's the last one that wasn't like an idea video? See, making a roguelike game, I would call that an idea video, to be honest. So the last 5. Before that was Shield Only Elden Ring. That's definitely an idea. The content warning one's kind of neither. Yeah, I feel like it's kind of hard to categorize. I thought my rain world to be here. Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I caused this. I'll stop if I'll stop stream if that's the problem. All right, bye everybody. Okay, he's going. I can finally talk freely. Wow, that was scary. What else do I need to add to this one? That's a kind of a big tree and I like it. I think I'll try and get a separate type of tree up on top. I thought stream ended. Crap, he's back. No. I genuinely left. That's so funny. That's so funny. Can I leave the basement? Never. We need you down there making 4-hour versions of the 20-hour thing. What do you think I'm not paying you for? Genuinely, though, I think the number one thing I'd love to put money toward if I could actually make money on streaming is just hiring editors. Genuinely. That would be the number one thing I'd want to put money toward if I could make enough on streaming. because I hate editing, but also editing improves a lot of stuff. So if I ever make a good amount, that's like plan A, is just get an editor. Because if it comes down to me making money or being able to have someone as an editor to make videos, absolutely the latter. I'm not here for money. That sounds hype. I also really should edit things sometimes. Let's see. Can my sleep deprived editor go through these deadly jigsaw death traps? Would be a great video idea. Exactly. Oh, technically there's going to be a sponsor integration with something soon. I actually don't know if it counts as a sponsor, because I'm the one who is setting it up. So I'm involved with the other thing that's integrated into another thing that's going to happen soon. I'll just say it. I've figured out a great way to have a smooth tie-in between the roguelike game and the D&D podcast that's in the works. Pretty much the plan is I'm going to have one of those people on as a tester. And then halfway through the testing section, I'm just going to be like, you know what? You know, if you want to see more of this, it's a perfect tie-in. I don't know the exact tie-in words yet, but it's going to pretty much be that. But the thing is, I'm the main person organizing both things, so I can kind of just do that. It's like when Jay Schlatt gets sponsored by Gamer Subs. It's like it's his thing. Like technically does not need to to do that. But yeah, that's the plan. Creature, I saw the creature. What are you talking about? Genuinely, the creature wasn't here. Oh, unless you mean this. That's just chat. Is the lore in the same world? That would be so cool. Like Kirby Metro existing in the same universe. Oh, that would have been so cool. I could retcon everything. At what point do I retcon everything? I don't think I could now. I think it's too late. I'm very excited for both lore things. The D&D podcast that hasn't been fully announced yet is gonna be so hype. We've been working on getting all the character art ready, which has genuinely been so much work. Um, we have someone on our team who can do art. They have a problem drawing people. So we're using a online character creator to make the references. I'm the one who knows how to use the online character creator best. So pretty much every design has to go through 4 different people. Step A, the person needs to conceptualize their design. Step 2, me and them go back and forth for days on end, back and forth getting this model perfectly right, then posing it and all that. And then we send that to the person who actually does the art, who takes that, uses a reference to make the proper art, and then it goes back to me. And then I have to rig it up to the to like the sound. So pretty much the plan is every character for that podcast is going to have a speaking and non-speaking version. Depending on how it goes, we might have a combat version as well, with speaking and non-speaking. Also, I get to look like whatever I want, which is sick. So that's the one that's currently in the works. Just it's taking the person a very long time to actually draw out all the stuff. And we've actually talked about considering other options or looking for other artists to commission for that. The issue is obviously we don't have a lot of money for that, so who knows? I might end up doing that. Oh, hi Beetle. How's it going? Oh yeah, Beetle got rebranded. Everyone got rebranded forcibly. It happens. Am I no longer beetle? Here's that now. Your true form has been revealed. Your true form of silly phone goblin. Yeah, but honestly, that is the number one thing holding up that project right now for that podcast is the art. It is taking so long to be completely real with the process right now. We don't have even one of the 6 finished things right now. That is why we're looking at other options because of how long it's currently taking. We might need a hard pivot to a different plan, which is probably going to fall on me to figure out what we hard pivot to. Because I'd rather not just use the actual just like 3D model versions, though that would be kind of easy. I don't know, I just feel like it wouldn't look as good. But yeah, that's what's holding it up right now, big time. And everyone getting all their information done because I feel like maybe I shouldn't be spoiling this much behind the scenes, but I feel like this has been going on so long that I've said this is in the works. I feel like I should at least be transparent about why it's taking so long. I have sent them, I think, on average, 9 pages of world building lore for that specific D&D podcast each. Most of it is different between them. Actually, there's the 5 pages that everyone got for just the basic world and setting. Then on top of that, there's a bunch of other stuff. It is by far the most in-depth of this I've ever done. And I think it'll be really cool when it's done. But it has been a nightmare to organize. Also, the recording time we figured out is like first thing in the morning for me because it's a bunch of British people. Genuinely, it's like 9 a.m. my time. Which I say first thing in the morning. Technically, I wake up an hour earlier than that. But lore is best explained with crayon diagrams. I actually have a full color map with labels of the world. Full world. I don't know how I'm going to show it yet. One thing I've been considering working on as well in the meantime is using one of the panels on the like overlay and everything to show each character's stats, which could be pretty cool. 9 pages a week. How dare you? Here's the thing, I have a lot more than that. That's like the rough bullet points I gave them. But yeah, 9 pages a week. I should give them more. I will keep the eternal cycle of them not having enough time to read all the stuff I send them, which buys me more time to send them more things. You lock in? Never. I will never lock in. Unless we're doing Rain World, then I will. I think one of my number one goal is I would love to introduce people to D&D through this. I think that'd be so cool. I want to have it formatted in a way that players who have never seen D&D before or have never played it or wouldn't normally be interested in it would actually enjoy it. That is my huge goal with this. I think that'd be so fun because genuinely I feel like it's something that most people can enjoy. So I'd love to get some people who just don't play or just don't really understand it hooked on that as well. Because it's so fun. It just scratches my ADHD brain just right. And I feel like I can replicate that for other people. That's the goal. That's the big end game. See, I did not write my lore down. It exists in my head in a perpetual cycle of manifestation through thoughts and floating through my subconscious. Yeah. Yeah, that'll do it. I do that a lot of the time as well. To be honest, just having lore floating around. That's how I have ideas just stored. Sometimes I just don't know what I'm gonna do with them yet. Like, honestly, this entire world I've been working on is just built from ideas I had and just didn't quite fit together. And then I finally found the puzzle pieces to really put it together. And it has been really fulfilling to do that. I am so happy with it. I know like all the lore. I mean, not everything. There's a lot of names I forget sometimes. I have to have notes for my own stuff because there's just so much. Um, I have given the players like recountings of different historical battles from what their people would know about it. Hint, hint. Not all of them got the same lore, and some of it's contradictory because they've heard different versions of history from their own people. So that's gonna be fun. That should be cool. I expect some conflict. I don't want to say too much, but of the actual players for that and the characters they've been writing out, as of right now, there is a character who worships a particular god who a different person very much does not like, and a person who is part of a guild that murdered a bunch of people and drove them out of their land, and a person who is in the faction spawned from that event. So it should be some good conflict. But I think it'll be some really good stuff when it's done. That's why I've been letting it take so long instead of rushing it, because it's really just like a passion project for me and the other people involved. So I do very much hope a lot of people will give it a chance. But I know it is not going to do nearly as well as anything else I've been doing. And for that matter, that stuff hasn't been doing particularly great either. And I understand that. It's a hobby at the end of the day. But I think it'll be quite fun. I'm just excited to have some fun with that, and hopefully, some people from here, other places will join us for the ride. Speaking of which, I'd actually like to look how the sun is playing with this. Actually, why don't we do this first? Actually, I forgot about leaves on this one. Let's see. I'd watch if you gave the participants tranquilizer guns. I don't think I can. They're kind of not anywhere near me. I believe we have 3 British people, someone else who I think is in Europe, and then me and someone else who's American. So it's actually I'm actually outside of the main area where most of them are, which is Europe. Which is also why the recording time is gonna be so early. I say so early. I have things going on before that most days, but for like a recording thing with other people, never that early. Imaginary tranquilizer guns. I think they can do that for themselves. I don't even think I need to. And I believe they have magic that can instantly put each other to sleep. Did you know if you're making buttermilk pancakes, you should not put 7 pounds of powdered cement into the batter? Instead, you should use flour. That is a good point. Though, you know, I still like them the way Grandma used to make with the cement. I think one thing in particular set for starting up that little D&D show thing is the place I found these people was because they were also doing the same voice acting thing I was. And I'm very worried I'm gonna get in trouble if it somehow leaks through one of them, because I'm not supposed to talk about what it is yet. Still, I'm actually a little worried about that's gonna leak. If you happen to see it leak, just don't say anything. It's gonna get me in trouble probably, because I'm worried it's gonna be my fault if it does. Um, I'm really trying not to leak anything. There's people who know who probably shouldn't already, but they've sworn them to secrecy. It's fine, totally. Don't worry about it. My lips are sealed. Exactly. Good. That's what I like to see. But yeah, there's all of the people recruited for that were from the same voice acting thing. We got talking about it in the Discord server for that other voice acting thing about D&D. And I pretty much just said, like, to the owner of that server and the director of the thing that I can't talk about. I really want to talk about it, obviously. You can tell. I'm just trying to be polite and abide by what I've been told. Trying to think of what I can say here. We got talking about D&D, and they're like, oh, we should do a D&D thing here. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'd be down to DM that. And then we just kind of, like, went back and forth about that. And then, the main person in charge was saying, oh, I don't know if we really have time for a D&D thing here. So I messaged the owner. And I'm like, hey, I'll just take these people off your hands. Like, they can stay here, but, like, I'll just, like, focus their D&D energy elsewhere. So I did. I pretty much just stole 5 voice actors and said, hey, you're mine now. You're my property. We're playing Dungeons and Dragons on camera. Thank you. And that's the plan. That's what happened. My cat just hopped on my lap and immediately went for some chocolate on my desk. I completely forgot I had that there. I barely stopped him. He loves chocolate. I don't know why. He shouldn't have it either. Stop it. See? I just do the enemies, honey. Set for the plan. It should be really good when it comes out. I'm excited. And I don't have to edit it for once. Someone else is. So that'll help. Yeah, so I was having some pound cake before stream. That's why I was like 5 minutes. He's licking my arm now. There's not chocolate on there. I mean, I appreciate it though. Genuinely, if I move my hand, he is going to leap on my desk and grab the chocolate. I love you, buddy, but you can't have that. You're already like dying from the inside out from cancer. Chocolate will kill you as well. He's licking my phone. I so wish this is like one of those times I kind of wish I had a webcam. Make the voice actors blue. Bind their breathing to yours. I think that actually is the color they are in the other server. Yeah, the voice actor role in that other server is blue. I'm not on display capture, right? Okay, I'm not. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was on the other monitor. What am I doing? I'm just tired. I got so freaked out about something that wasn't even a problem. Actually, some of them are on the other teams now. I've been helping out more with that than I originally said I was going to. I have to go to bed now. It's a good night. Well, thanks for joining us for a bit. I appreciate it. Yeah, I thought Beetle became Doodler for a second. If Doodler is looking force fed, that wasn't Doodler. That was a different guy. Just a whole different person. My arm feels weird now because the cat just licked it a bunch and then left. Like I feel like my arm hair is just all out of the right direction. Is that how cats feel when you pet them the wrong way? I don't even have that much on there. Let's see. It quite baffles me how you haven't used just regular vines in anything in this build. I'm gonna be honest, I was looking at the reference images and it didn't look quite right to use regular vines. It's all about the vibes. Kind of keeping that authentic look to it. You know, it's a tendency of licking your hands when I sleep. What causes this? I don't know. Maybe you just have good stuff on your hands. My cat usually doesn't like lick me all that much because cats like lick a person to try and clean them, to give them a bath. I am a pretty clean person, to be honest. I'm not like a clean freak or anything. Not like a OCD person. Not to say that's bad. Like that's just things people struggle with. But yeah, I just stay very clean. Does anyone else get that thing when you know something like filthy has touched your hands and it just like feel like you can practically just feel it there even though there isn't anything visible. You just know that like part of your body is dirty now. And you just know until you wash your hands. I like that's just how it is sometimes for me. Like now I'm about to you're about to say I'm just crazy. It's the green bin by accident. Yeah. If you just touch something accidentally filthy and then it's like you just know it's on your hands and you know you need to wash them. You just can't stop thinking about it. Maybe I don't have OCD. That sounds like I have OCD now, or like that thing, or one of those things. I don't. Not that point. No, I don't have that. Okay, that's crazy then. That's it. You wash the dishes and your hands are all wet after, and you know they won't be dry until you dry them properly. I would think it. I'm more of the like you know you need to wash your hands afterward kind of thing. I guess unless you're using enough soap. It kind of depends on how you're washing dishes. Or like if I'm cleaning like a fish tank, I like know what has touched the water and what hasn't, like what part of my arm, so I know where to wash it to. I keep probably better track of that than I should. I could just wash my whole arm. I mean, it's good for just being a generally sanitary person, though. But yeah, I'm not like crazy about it. There's so many things I don't know. I was just thinking about this today. There's so many things I want to learn how to do, and I never have enough time to do them all. Like I was actually talking to a therapist about this a while back. So here's some juicy lore. I cannot resist just constantly taking on more projects. Genuinely. I think as a joke, I was like, oh yeah. It's like I say I'm gonna quit like a addiction, and then someone like dangles it in front of me and is like, oh, it's free. I have to take on more projects. It's the only way. Oh my gosh, my cat just jumped up on top of me. I didn't realize. He immediately went for the chocolate. He was just waiting to ambush me. Sit down, buddy. I'm not letting you die twice as fast. At that point, you're like at this point, you're just gonna live a full life. Like he's been sick for so long. It's weird. But there's so many things I want to learn how to do. One of them I feel like it would be so cool to learn how to sing someday. I am not good at it. I can do like a few songs properly. Probably not gonna do that on stream until I'm a little bit better at that. Did you get pinged or am I having auditory hallucinations again? You are having auditory hallucinations again. I don't have Discord sound on, I don't think. Yeah, Discord sound's muted. I have streamer mode on as well, and I didn't get pinged. So triple didn't get pinged. I just read that message. Yeah, that's something. This cat I've got right here is really sweet. He comes up and sits with me every night as I go to sleep. He wants lots of love. And he earns it. He is such a good boy. The bestest boy. Love that cat. I have been thinking about ordering some creatures off the internet. I've been thinking of ordering I think it was 7 invertebrates on a website where I can get invertebrates. I just figure, you know, why have vertebrates when you can have invertebrates? I've been thinking about getting a big shrimp and a bunch of little shrimp and a big crab. I like sea bugs. I think they'd look nice. And actually, I've done a lot more research. I say I just think they'd look nice. That's not true. That's not the only reason. I I don't want to. I shouldn't have phrased it like that because that I don't want it to look like that. No, I actually think a lot about when I want to get things like that. If you ever bought a cow in pieces and then put it together like Legos and then you have a live cow. Yeah, not happened to me before. I guess not you either. I've had someone's done it, you know. Just reanimate it. A little bit of necromancy, a little bit of lightning. It's alive, you know, whole thing. I've been thinking about getting some new little creatures. The main reason is because now that that eel has passed away, I actually can add some younger creatures in there that would get torn apart as they're younger. And then once they grow up a little bit more, and you know that those eel species come back in style or not style in season, and I have some time to like, you know, do everything I need to do and make sure the tank is like properly prepared again for it, then it'll be done. Yeah, I've been thinking about getting a vampire shrimp, 5 a mono shrimp, and a patriot crab. That's my current plan. Patriot crabs are cool because they're one of the few that's properly. What is that cat eating? I had a tray up here because I was trying to get a bunch of stuff ready while I ate, so I brought like a whole tray. I don't like eating in this area unless I like have everything contained because I don't want to get stuff everywhere. Um, I didn't notice, but on this like black tray there was a black plastic knife hidden away. Just didn't see it, and he's just playing with it. Hope that doesn't pick up. I'll leave it for now. What does he do? It's so distracting to me. All right, let's flip on Viper Visual and see what's going on. Sneak 100. Yeah, he's so stealthy. Does your cat have a knife? Because he's a good boy and he deserves it. I'll watch the mic meter. Not seeing anything from him doing it. He hasn't really done it as much as he was. Hmm. Evil Kitty? No, how dare you? That's my boy. My son. All right. Oh, look at this. Okay, so there was a placemat on top of that tray. He has nearly fully removed it. Where's the knife? Did you take it? Wait, where'd it go? Where have you put it? He's just rubbing his face on the side of the tray, putting his scent all over it. You didn't know cats have scent glands right at the like corners of their lips, at the corners of their mouth. So if you ever see them kind of like do like a weird facial expression where they kind of like pull back their cheek on one side and then kind of rub the side of their face over something, that's them putting their scent on it. All right, I want to take a look at how this build's going. We've got our waterfall. Probably needs a little bit more sprucing up, to be honest. I've been thinking about maybe putting a little bit of campfire right here. Should we test that out right now? Make boiling water. Okay. Wait, will this instantly put this out? Yeah. Here's what I'm gonna do. We'll put orange under all the blocks I want to have campfires. Actually, I think that would need to go lower. Oh, wait, no, I don't think this is gonna work, because it goes up too high. I might need some kind of particle generator around here. Figure it out. But, why don't we take a look around? Just see what we've gotten done. Keep falling in the water. Oh, this area's not done. I just realized. Let's fix it. Are the planting grids something that's just there, like vanilla? No, I made those custom for my own use. I'll probably polish up that pack and release it at some point. Technically, it was originally made for Sensei Chicken's use, not mine. People know the real lore. But I adopted it as well eventually. Because I made it for him at, like, genuinely 3 a.m. is when I designed that pack. And there's a lot of mistakes in it. Specifically, you'll notice the mod name, not a thing. It just, yeah. So I gotta fix that eventually. That's just gonna take me a while. Well, I'll probably release it at some point because it is quite nice for sorting out all of that. Oh, my cat's pushing my mic. He is just troublemaker tonight. But I love him so much anyway. I'm an enabler. At least recently. Like, he's a sick cat. I'm not gonna not enable him. He has an excuse. He can do whatever he wants. He chews on the refrigerator. Wait, you can't chew on that though. That's my cords. That'll hurt you. Stop it. I said I allow him to do whatever he wants, and they immediately proved me wrong. No, don't mute my mic. He just went for my mute button. I think he wants me to end stream. We're gonna in a sec, buddy. Okay, just wait a moment. Okay. He muted my mic. You made a problem today. I'm gonna move my mic up over here. He's going after my cords again. We'll get this done. I'll end stream for him. He clearly wants me to. We're gonna end stream pretty soon anyway, so it's not a huge difference. Yeah, there we go. The creature? Yeah, this is the creature I've been talking about, definitely. The chat devourer. Yeah, the chat devourer was here this stream. No one points out. No one ever notices the chat devourer. It's too hidden. It's too secret. And totally subtle. You'd never notice it. See, a little bit of this over here. I need this one. Get a little bit on there. Oh my gosh. Stop gaslighting. It's real, I swear. It's real. The beast. The beast is real. You must believe me. You must believe me. You don't know about the tale of the chat devourer. I swear, if no one sees it next stream, it's gonna eat chat. I've decided. It's gonna eat chat next stream if no one stops it. Chat devourer, no devouring. Going full Dora the Explorer mode on stopping this thing. Enter wisdom mode? Oh, I'm always in wisdom mode. Please stop it, something. I can't. I can't stop it alone. I think chat's just gonna have to win and finally defeat the chat devourer once and for all. Why do you think the chat keeps disappearing off of the stream? It's the chat devourer. It's here, it's lurking. You must stop it, or it'll consume all the chat messages for all eternity. I'll help? Why is that with a question mark? Anyway, though. Let's turn it to midnight. This is such a lovely location. Oh, it's like perfectly like framed. If I do this, like that's so nice. It's just such a nice location. I think it's missing something though. And maybe not there as well. You're like way back here. There we go. Is there any for my wallpaper? That's a pretty good shot right there. I do love just building and getting to look at all the different angles like this. Oh, I see chat down there. Just doing circles. Let's see, is there any other cool angles? That was not as cool. I mean, part of it's just being able to walk through it. That's so cool. I wish I had my controller out right now. Make it go slow. Yeah, the Artro is such a good idea. I'm glad Apple suggested that. It's just so nice. Especially listening to like the fireflies. They don't really pick up though on stream, it doesn't seem. They barely pick up anyway. Like, what if I go over here now? Like, that's cool. Being able to like look off of this balcony and just see like that over there silhouetted. Or through here. Little bayou town. Definitely does feel like a spooky bayou town. That's what we're going for. Nice. I think that's where we're gonna wrap it up though. I think it's pretty late. I think that's my cat in chat. I think he's annoyed. Yeah, he just shifted around when I said that. I think he's hiding his phone. Karen says 2. It's always wrong, whether it's more or less. I don't trust it anymore. I've seen it show 1 or 2 when there's like 6 active chatters, and then I've seen it show 21 when like no one's actually there. What's your cat's name? Munin. After Odin's ravens, I have Hugin and Munin. I'll say hi to them. Chat says hi. Yeah. He's tired. I think he just wants to go to bed, to be honest. He usually goes to bed just like sleeping like right next to me. Just a cozy kitty. Yeah, I think it's time I wrap up. So thank you for watching. And I will see you in a future video. Actually, I'm gonna sit right here. This is a nice spot. Bye, everyone.